Emily Sullivan, author and vlogger of verbal abuse in relationships at HealthyPlace.com. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today we will be discussing 7 ways that you are maybe being abusive. So I typically address my blogs to victims of verbal abuse and people struggling in abusive relationships. But today I wanted to switch it up a bit and address the abusers. So let's talk about 7 ways that you are maybe being abusive. Number 1, name calling. If you use name calling as a way to make another person feel bad, your boyfriend or your girlfriend, whenever you get into an argument, your go-to is to call them the B word or saying they're fat or ugly or stupid, that's extremely abusive. Number 2, blaming. Finding a way to blame your significant other for all of the unfortunate events that happen in your life, anywhere from getting a traffic ticket to being late to work to not getting enough sleep. That's abusive. Number 3, gaslighting. Gaslighting is trying to make somebody feel crazy or confusing them on purpose by saying you said something or saying something and then saying you never said it, or blatantly lying, or trying to manipulate them into believing something that they would otherwise know to be true. These are all things that make a person feel nuts. Number 4, giving them the silent treatment. Believe it or not, giving the silent treatment is very abusive. It is a form of abuse. And there's a difference between needing some space and, asking for some distance when you're having a fight, and purposely withholding contact for prolonged periods of time. That is cruel and abusive. It makes people feel abandoned and rejected and cut off. Number 5 is guilting. So trying to make somebody feel guilty for completely random things or specific things is very abusive. This could be preemptively causing them guilt, like, if you leave me, my whole life is going to be over. You can't leave me because you would ruin me. So that's causing them to feel guilt for considering getting out of a relationship and trying to look after their own well-being. Or even if you loved me, you would clean this house more and you would do this or that if you really loved me. That's trying to cause guilt. Number 6 is screaming. If your go-to method of communication is screaming at someone because you're upset, that is extremely abusive. You do not need to scream in somebody's face to try to intimidate them. Number 7 is preying on specific people. So abusive types tend to pick people that they feel are maybe weaker than them or will not be a worthy opponent. They tend to only behave really badly with people they know will deal with it and they know will not leave them. So if any of these 7, forms of abuse sound strikingly and uncomfortably familiar to you, you may be abusive. Don't worry, there is still hope. Your life does not have to be this way. You don't have to be an abusive person. My suggestion to you is to get help. To first and foremost, maybe admit to yourself that you are abusive in nature, and maybe try to dig a little deeper and find out why you behave this way, why this is your go-to for your relationships in your life. Chances are you maybe have some leftover feelings of hurt and resentment from when you were younger, or past relationships that have stuck with you and made you act out, made you feel insecure and resentful, and consequently treat people in your life badly. What you can do is try to get therapy, try to acknowledge the issues that you have, find forgiveness, reach out to people. Your life doesn't have to be this way. If you make an effort to change and you deal with the things that you need to deal with, you have the potential to have healthy relationships in your life. If you continue to be abusive, chances are you will not have healthy relationships in your life. And if we're being honest, the good relationships in life is what makes life so sweet, right? So I wish you the best of luck, and I hope that you are able to get some help and get this under control. Thank you so much for tuning in and for listening, and I hope you continue to check out my blog. Thanks. Bye-bye.